Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reselling Rhythms. Today's live stream video, I'm going to discuss news and issues that affect us as resellers. I'll open these items up to discussion in the chat, and I'm going to invite anyone that would like to join me on the panel to do so. Every Wednesday, I have a live stream, and I usually have on other resellers where I interview them and ask them to share their tips, tricks, and techniques to make us more knowledgeable and profitable resellers. If you're interested in that type of reselling information, then you are in the right place. Just going to pop in the chat and say hello to a couple people, and then, as I'd like to say, we shall get this party started. I know I saw Sharon earlier, my moderator. Thank you very much for being here, Sharon. And Randy is here, my moderator. And we have Beth getting ready to eat dinner. So Beth's joining us while she's eating her dinner. I hope I don't give you indigestion, Beth. And Michelle, my moderator, is here. Thanks so much for being here, Michelle. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Joe, how you doing? So we're going to get started very shortly, guys. I'm going to just discuss a little bit of reselling news and things that affect us on eBay and Amazon, and then we'll get into like a chat about some of the things that are affecting us as resellers. Some things that I found, in the different chats and my personal experiences. So we'll talk about that. Okay. So let me get right into that, guys, and we'll get started with this little information segment of the show. eBay addressed their new mandates that tell sellers that they should not be discouraged. About a week ago, sellers were caught off guard by the latest item specifics mandate eBay added. Moderators addressed their concerns. One told sellers not to be discouraged and leave the eBay site. She hinted about another change that might be coming. On May 11th, eBay rolled out these changes to listings in the following categories: holiday and seasonal, action figures, comic books, sports trading cards, and books as part of their 2021 spring seller update. Some sellers noticed that they had item specifics disappearing on their eBay listings. Again, guys, I follow the chats, and it's been a real nightmare for some sellers. The eBay moderators who responded to the sellers about the item specifics said they were in business to help sellers make sales. They don't want their sellers to be discouraged and leave the site. This moderator went on to say the long-term plan is to make it easy for buyers to find items they want and to bring sales to our sellers. They'll continue to make improvements towards that aim. The particulars are something that they can't share, she said. Okay, so that's eBay. And again, I know a lot of sellers were affected by this, and they lost listings, they lost all their item specifics. And when you have large stores, it's a lot of work. A second story I want to share with you is Amazon, the 600-pound gorilla, urged sellers to offer free shipping. We all know how eBay encourages sellers to offer free shipping. Amazon sent an email out to merchants last week with the subject line, "Facts and Myths about free shipping," to urge their sellers to offer free shipping. Amazon said, "We all know that customers love free shipping, and your business could love it too." They then listed some of the myths and facts according to them about free shipping. Myth number 1, free shipping won't lead to more sales. Well, according to Amazon, free shipping typically increases sales by 9.2% on average. Myth number 2, customers only care about lower product prices. Once they select an offer, they won't care about free shipping. According to Amazon, additional fees are the number one reason for shoppers abandoning their carts. Myth number 3, free shipping doesn't make sense with low-priced products. According to Amazon, 50% of their products on Amazon priced between $0 and $5 have free shipping. And the next myth is money is better spent offering discounts and promotions. According to Amazon, 93% of customers prefer free shipping over discounts. Well, I just wanted to address the third so-called myth. I'm going to get into that with you guys in the chat. And I read some of the postings on this particular blog. And the issue was it doesn't make sense to offer low-priced items and offer free shipping. Some of the sellers posted, how are sellers able to offer free shipping on items under $5? Well, we're going to get into the chat, guys. And some of us obviously know how they are offering free shipping on items under $5 and still remain profitable. That email then proceeded to advise sellers on how they could change their settings to offer free shipping for standard shipping. One other thing I want to bring up to your attention, guys, was, and I'm going to share this with you. Oh, that's a little thunder and lightning going on around here. It was 92, and I think we're going to have a little cool down. So I don't know if you could, I guess you can probably see this relatively well. This is my eBay Open 2018 swag bag, so to speak. Well, as we all know, last year eBay didn't have an eBay Open. They were trying to do some virtual meetings, so to speak, some meetups. And of course, with what's going on in the world, they weren't able to do them very well. So like I said, they went to virtual. Anyway, eBay Open would be held online virtually this August 4th through the 6th. They put out a call for submissions for presentations at this year's online eBay Open and invited sellers to provide 3 to 5 sentences describing what they like to present to fellow sellers. Said the description should include 3 main takeaways, actionable pieces of advice that you would like to share with attendees. There was no mention of compensation for those willing to share their expertise at this event. And they said the deadline is May 28th. So guys, I have one of my friends in the back green room. Let me just share a link real quick with you guys. So if anyone wants to join the panel, I said we're just going to have a little general discussion about reselling and some of these things that are happening in our reselling community. I want your feedback as well. A lot of other channels do these type of shows occasionally. I typically don't do a lot of them, but I feel there's a need for it. And I had someone I was trying to schedule for this particular week, and this particular person was busy this Wednesday, but she is available next Wednesday. So let me just post share the link in here, guys. If any of you are interested in popping in and joining the conversation, become a so-called YouTube star, I'm going to post the link in the chat. Carol, thank you so much for being here. Carol, you know you're always welcome to join if you would like. So again, I'm posting that link in the chat, and I'm going to bring on a friend of mine, a friend of the show, and a moderator to join because I don't want to be here by myself and get all dry mouthed with you guys. So I wanted someone who's very knowledgeable about reselling and business in general. So let me bring on my guest here, and we shall get started. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
For those of you that don't know, that is Randy. And you see Randy in my chat all the time. He's one of my moderators and does a great job and is an extremely successful businessman and has a varied past of different things that he's done, wholesale. I think you said you were at a restaurant at one time, I believe. You're a promoter. You have a wholesale business. So you have quite a few different things that you do.
Yeah, I had 13 coffee bars at one time.
13 coffee bars, that's what it was, right.
I did a little experiment because I thought, man, our company is the greatest at customer service. We were a wholesale company. So I opened up 13 retail stores, and I found out how badly we really have been failing. Because there's nothing like finding out that you think you're doing great and you're really not. But it was an expensive lesson to learn, but it was well worth the expense.
What you shared with, I don't remember if you shared this on the stream, but I know you had shared the story with me about you were in a like a premium discount outlet, and you told me about how well you were doing there.
Yeah, we were at the Vanity Fair Outlet Center, and it was a designer outlet. We were next to Donna Karan, Tommy Hilfiger. Anyway, a whole bunch of basic designers. They spent $5 million renovating the building, and we had 1,800 square feet. There were 2 McDonald's there in that same complex, and the first 2 hours that we were open, we sold 4,000 cups of coffee.
First 2 hours, you sold 4,000 cups.
First 2 hours. The average person had to wait 30 minutes in line to place their order and another 15 minutes after that. Our busiest day, and that was not our busiest day, we had 675 tour buses parked out front.
It's a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
So I know you said for a while there you were actually doing your own pastries, right? Obviously you were roasting your
Right.
own.
We ran a bakery. We did baking even for regular retail stores like Wegmans grocery.
Right. Right.
And because we had to, we couldn't find bakers that could keep up to us. I mean, we were buying even muffins, regular muffins. We were buying actually by the trailer load, and we were buying those 2 times a week, and that was just for one store.
Right.
We were probably the highest grossing coffee bar on the East Coast, actually east of the Mississippi.
Okay.
We had more traffic actually than Disney.
Wow.
As far as traffic count. So
Okay.
that was it was a fairly busy time. It was really hard keeping employees because it was a very difficult work environment. It was continually going. I mean, I had 2 55-gallon hot water heaters hooked up to the 4 espresso machines that we had running just to keep it going because we couldn't put cold water into the machines.
Right.
And we had 6 espresso grinders, and they basically were grinding coffee all the time. They stopped when they got too hot. So we burned a few of them out.
I'm sure you did.
But it was a busy time, and that was before the internet, really.
Right.
That was back in the early 70s.
Okay.
We were the company that actually developed, for the most part, most of the flavored coffees that are on the market today.
That's impressive.
We worked with all the flavor houses to develop all the different flavors. Probably the most popular lately is pumpkin spice.
Right.
And believe it or not, it's almost 30 years old.
Okay.
Time goes by quick.
Right. I wanted to get into some of these topics that I've addressed and just general reselling chat. Like I said, I wanted to bring you on because I didn't know if anyone wanted to join in the panel, so to speak. I'm going to post the link in again, guys. It's relatively easy. It takes you like 3 minutes to set this up. It's all web based, so it's relatively easy to do. You just need a webcam. You can even use your laptop webcam, and you have a microphone built into your laptop or your computer. And just need somewhat decent lighting. You want the lighting in front of you, and it takes 2 minutes to set it up, and you just pop it on, and you even use your phone. Actually, back in the day when StreamYard first came out, they didn't have the option to use your phone. I just want to share something with you guys while I'm doing this. I tell you guys, I still watch a lot of reselling shows, but I watch a lot of YouTube creation type shows. So one of the shows I watch is sponsored by StreamYard, and I had won a pillow. It took me 6 weeks to get this pillow, but I did get my pillow, my StreamYard, and obviously you can see the duck is up in the top corner of the stream. That's their mascot, the duck. So I have my StreamYard duck pillow. So anyway, I want to address some of these topics with you, and we're rolling into Memorial Day weekend. And I know I've had you on the show before. What are your thoughts? And again, I told you, I was telling Randy pre-chat, I'm very, very slow. And again, I'm majority in the clothing, used clothing, which is, a saturated category. And I tell you guys in the past, I'm trying to get out of that. I'm probably going to always have some kind of clothing in my store, but I'm trying to build up my hard goods. And, things are finally starting to pick up here a little bit. With yard sales and garage sales and estate sales. New Jersey is opening things up as of Friday. And again, guys, please don't take this as being political. I'm just telling you the facts. New Jersey says if you are double vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Unfortunately, I know if I was a retail clerk, I wouldn't want to card people to see if they had been vaccinated, because some people refuse to wear masks. So now with the new CDC ruling, you don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated. So anyway, so people are going to start having more yard sales and more garage sales, and hopefully that'll open up my my sourcing opportunities. I'm going to start going back into some of the thrift stores that I basically avoided thrift stores for the last year and a half. Some of it had to do with my health issues, but I was concerned with what's going on here. I have a depressed immune system, and I was concerned about going in these stores with what's going on. So one of the things I want to bring up was we're rolling into Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure 99.9% of you know it's Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend. So you get a reprieve Monday. You don't have to do your shipping Monday. You wait till Tuesday to do your shipping. Your thoughts on running sales? I forget. I know we've had this conversation before, but your thoughts on running sales, and do you do the old mark up a little bit and mark down, or what are your thoughts as far as running holiday, just running sales in general?
Well, everybody expects you to run a sale.
Exactly.
And when I run a sale, all right, I end it in a 2. In other words, let's say I'm going to put it on sale for $10, I'm going to put it on sale for $10.02.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I do that is when the sale comes in and it's whatever it is in 2 cents, I know that it's a sale.
Right. That's
so
a good idea.
I don't have to go back and go through all the records and go, well, gee, did I put this on sale or not? I know that if it ends in a 2, it was on sale. If I send you an offer, maybe it'll end in 03. That way I know that the sale came from the offer that
okay. That's great strategy. I don't think we ever talked about that. That's a great idea.
It's just an easy way for you to know what you're doing because you get busy. I mean,
yeah. And
as you get busier, it becomes even more difficult. Why do you want to, if you're going to run sales, you want to know that, they're getting some movement. If they're not getting any movement, you're just wasting your time. You might as well.
So that's how you track it. You can see when the 2s and the 3s are coming through.
Sure.
You can tell if it's a sale or an offer to a watcher.
If I get up in the morning and I have 19 orders that end with 62 cents or 32 cents, whatever it is, I know how effective that is.
Right.
And you know what? When people see sales, they pretty much buy right away.
Yeah, I think especially with the holidays, I mean, everyone pretty much anticipates a sale or expects a sale, I should say.
Yep.
And it's the old $64,000 question: do I offer free shipping or do I not offer free shipping? And again, we're all knowledgeable resellers, at least the people I know that are in chat are knowledgeable resellers, and hopefully I have some newer resellers watching the replay and whatnot. But if you have free shipping, you really don't have free shipping. At least
nothing
is building the cost of your shipping into the cost of the item price. And again, guys, you're all experienced sellers. I'm not preaching to the choir here, but again, for the newer sellers, I want to make sure that they know you are paying a fee, a commission on your shipping as well. So it's called final value fee. So you're paying 12, 13%-ish on your shipping as well. So if you offer something for $25, let's say you want to sell for $18 and shipping costs you $7. Well, just remember, you're paying that 13%. I'm using eBay figures on that final value fee. So you're paying 13% on that sale price. And again, if you're running promoted listings, you're paying additional, whether you run the 1-2% of prevailing. So, I mean, some people might cost them 15, 20% over and above, the listed price.
Well, here's another thing you have to check too. When you send offers to watchers,
right,
you can't edit that. So if you have 6 of them and you only have 2 listed, it's not going to let you list the other ones. You cannot edit it at all. Even if you're down to 0, you cannot edit it. So before you send out the offer, make sure that you have extras that are listed.
Right.
If you have extras. Now here's a question I have. How many people ship in this? Can you see that?
Yes. Pad of flat rate?
Yes.
PFRE, pad of flat rate envelope.
No, it's not a padded one.
It's illegal. It's the cardboard.
However, I no longer ship in this.
Okay.
I ship in this.
Okay. We want you to enlighten us because you're the pro.
Okay. This right now in Allentown will take 10 days for my post office to scan it. That means
10 days.
everything I sent out in the last 90 days has been
So you get a defect for that.
Late, according to eBay. Now,
Right.
I did what eBay advised. I printed a scan sheet and gave it to the driver because I can't go to the post office with most of my stuff.
Right.
All right. I just have,
Got too much to do. Yeah.
on a Monday, I have 1,000 packages at least.
Right.
All right. I did that one day.
Wholesale and a resale business.
I did that one day with 300 packages, and the postal worker got 4 hours overtime with scanning my
That never happened again. They say.
And she told me, she said, next time bring the scan sheet. Well, the scan sheet doesn't count according to
Exactly,
eBay.
doesn't count. Yeah.
Okay, so if you do that scan sheet and you expect them to accept it, it's not going to happen. And the people at Concierge don't even understand how to do shipping. Okay, other than taking a couple of packages to the post office. It's not their fault. They just don't know how to do it.
Right.
They're just not aware. So therefore, and plus the fact, if your buyer calls up and says, where's my package to the post office will tell you they don't have it. It was never delivered to them, even though it was.
Right.
At least with FedEx, and I'm not getting paid for this.
You're not sponsored by FedEx?
Okay.
You wish, right?
But you know how much this cost me more?
That was my next question. Logical question. Yep.
10 cents.
10 cents.
10 cents. Now,
well, you have the volume, you have the commercial plus rate. So, what are you paying for a padded flat rate envelope with USPS?
I don't
750, something like that.
No, it's less than that.
Less than that.
Yeah.
I think I pay $7.75.
But
again, I'm using pirate ship again. I'm not commercial rate plus. Again, you negotiated your own rates too because you do such volume.
This here, okay, is FedEx Express. This is not FedEx Ground.
Okay.
Okay. This takes 2 days no matter where you send it to in the U.S.
$7.75, right, Beth? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you pay how much you pay? What's under $7.50?
Yeah.
I don't need to know exact. I was just
kidding. No, it cost me $7.50.
$7.50. Okay.
Okay. Now, one single package has been late. They've all been delivered on time.
Now, what about just for like a small reseller such as myself? We be paying, I guess, $8 and change probably for that package. I guess I don't. You wouldn't know. I guess off the top of your head.
The best thing to do is to talk to a salesperson.
Right.
Okay. But even better than that is to get together with a couple of sellers in your area, because they will combine and work with you if there's.
Oh, right. So you guarantee them a certain amount of business. They'll give you like a group.
Sure.
Cooperate.
I mean, USPS next year, for losing my account, will lose $500,000.
It's a lot of business.
And the thing is, they really don't care.
Right.
I sent an email, and maybe I'll send you the email of the Inspector General for the post office. That
the Inspector General responded to you, or?
Oh no.
Oh, this is just the okay.
At least if he gets a bunch of emails with people complaining that their packages are not being delivered, after a while he may get a little tired of it and maybe decide to get off of his rear end and do something. The post office is losing money by their own design.
Yes.
So they really don't care. They're not accountable to anybody.
Right. The only thing I noticed that my post office is doing, well, they're doing obviously delaying the shipments of things, I guess because they just don't have the staff. And almost all my post offices in this area, at least the regional post office, all have solar panels now. So I guess I don't know if that's the same way in Pennsylvania, but that's the big thing now in New Jersey. All these quasi-governmental businesses and larger commercial businesses are putting up solar panels, high schools and everything.
And by the way, the $500 million they spent on buying new trucks, none of those are electric.
Well, we're not going to go there because I don't want to open up that can of worms.
Okay. Now, I'm not a proponent of electric vehicles.
Right.
Okay. And I don't want to get into that political nonsense because that's pretty much the way I feel.
We want to avoid that on this channel.
Yeah.
we want this to be your calm place. Everyone's welcome. We're not going to talk politics. We're not going to talk religion. We're just going to talk reselling and just life in general.
But if resellers don't realize that large companies do the same thing,
mm-hmm.
For instance, Cadbury chocolates in Europe are not the same as Cadbury chocolates here, because pretty much, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I would say 99% sure, Cadbury chocolates in this country are made by Hershey.
Okay.
There's a lot of companies that make things for other companies.
Can you see one of these? I don't know if you can see one of these comment or not on the screen with you. Can you see that on your screen?
Yeah, I can here.
Okay. It says FedEx is a business program where resellers can save up to 70% off shipping. If several resellers join together, they have a group rate program.
Yeah, I mean,
again, that's my goal was to elevate my sales, and we all know if you don't list, you don't sell. You got to feed that beast, Cassini, at least on eBay's beast. And I guess that's with all the other platforms, Poshmark.
There's a couple of ways to make money, and one of them is to elevate your sales, and the other one is to lower your cost.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get together with other resellers, you can lower your cost by combining what you're buying. When I get envelopes from FedEx or even the USPS, I get 12 pallets at a time. So between them, that's 24 pallets of envelopes of shipping supplies. I have more shipping supplies than I need. I told you earlier that I throw away a whole.
I was just going to ask you that. When you share your story about the boxes, guys, again, I talk about networking all the time, and I was just talking with Randy how Sharon does such a great job networking and building up relationship. Why don't you share that story you told me about the boxes, all these boxes you throw away, and it costs you to have them removed?
Yeah, I have to pay to have them removed. They're clean boxes. They contain food product, and they're lined, with plastic bags. Most of the plastic bags are big enough. We use them for trash bags. But I literally throw away a complete dumpster every week. I have some items that I buy 100 cases a week, every week. They're all the same size box.
And you have to break down all those boxes, and you have to pay to have them taken away.
Yeah.
If you had a reseller in that area that was networking with you, hey, help yourself. They're already broken down, or I got to get them out of here. They can't be here next week. Come and pick up whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, just think of what you're going to pay at Uline.
What about when we talked about you're working out deals with your labels, your thermal printer labels, and how you're buying this stuff by the pallets?
I mean, so, I buy labels.
When I go up, I'm going to go up and see Randy, guys. I'm going to try to film his location again. I live in southern New Jersey, and he's up in Pennsylvania, and the weather gets kind of dicey here in the summer. It gets very hot and humid. So before it gets too hot, I want to go up and visit Randy. But once you share, like you said, maybe I can pick up a couple boxes of labels or pick up stuff that you sell and just pay you whatever your cost is plus a little bit extra for your time.
Sure. I mean, I buy Zebra printer labels, Zebra brand printer labels by the pallet.
The pallet. And
when I find a deal, I found a deal the other day, but I was too late for it. It was a brand new Zebra printer for $25.
How much?
$25.
$25. Wow.
Still had the plastic on it.
No kidding.
I mean, this is a good area for finding things. Believe me, it's like, for instance, this area is so crowded in things to buy that I literally within 1 mile can go to 30 different full-size supermarkets.
Right.
The smallest supermarket I have here is a Whole Foods.
The smallest.
Smallest.
Well,
I mean, there's almost every supermarket is
that's
here.
Amazon.
I mean, we have 3 Wegmans. We don't just have one.
Holy cow.
You know, we have almost 30 Giant stores, which in some areas are called Stop and Shop.
Right.
Okay. Giant actually has close to 8,000 stores total. They're from the Netherlands. They're not even from this
Oh, I didn't
country.
realize that. Okay.
You know, most of the food in this country is not controlled by people in this country. Most of the grocery
Oh, no, Trader Joe's and Aldi's, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it
Yeah,
right.
Trader
Lidl or
Joe's
Lidl or whatever you pronounce it.
they're the
They're all
same.
European-based, German-based.
They're the same company.
Well, they're brothers.
Yeah. You see, they see that there is different markets, just like there is online. The buyer for eBay is not the same buyer at Amazon. And the buyer at Macari is not the same buyer at Poshmark.
Right.
Okay. There's people who will only go, let's say, to Acme Markets. Okay. And
Acme Markets is a regional chain of supermarkets that's owned by American stores.
you know, there's people who only go to Kroger. There's people who only go to Safeway.
Right.
I've dealt with all of these people, you know, and with 30 supermarkets being within 1 mile, most of them are actually busy.
Like it's like anything else, people have favorites. I mean, people shop on eBay, people shop on Amazon. And the issue with Amazon, again, I wanted to talk to you. We kind of got a little sidetracked, but I wanted to bring up some things that we discussed before about the free shipping with Amazon. You know, suggesting that resellers offer free shipping, and they said that all these items are under $5 offer free shipping. And what did you share with me, which I kind of knew before, but what did you share with me pre-chat, how they can offer free shipping on items under $5?
Well, because you can send a 3-ounce item from China for 42 cents.
Can't do that in the United States.
No, let me see. The cheapest here is $3.46, and that's only for up to 4 ounces as well, and it's only in a very short area.
Yeah. So,
you know,
so if
people
you're
don't
selling
realize
something, your cost, even if your cost is 50 cents, you're paying $3.40. Your cost is over $4, and you're paying fees.
Well, plus they're also not paying you over $100 a year for that privilege, like they are Amazon. And they're not paying the prices that Amazon pays for shipping. Just like when you buy shipping labels from eBay, okay? eBay makes money on that.
They do.
They're not giving you their price.
Nope.
I shipped out a 14-pound package to Kentucky from Pennsylvania, FedEx. Do you know what it cost me?
No idea.
$3.
$3?
Yeah. That's because I get the Walmart discount.
Oh, that's right. You said through the Walmart, right?
Shipping into Walmart. Even a 25-pound package from here to Kentucky was only $6.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine the discount rates that Amazon gets. And when you get that rate, you start to forget that, hey, you know what? I'm only paying $1. I'm not paying $7 to get my product out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, guys, if you're not subscribed to the show, again, that's a shameless plug. I try to have knowledgeable resellers on it, and Randy is a wealth of knowledge. And I just love talking to Randy just about reselling and business in general. I was in outside sales and retail sales for over 20 years. So I love talking to Randy about business. But one of the things we had Mama on, Kelly on last week, and we talked about pirate ship, and how inexpensive their insurance is. And you know, it's an opportunity for you guys if you're missing the boat. I mean, if you're a smaller reseller, you can take advantage of using pirate ship. You're getting the commercial rate plus. And apparently their insurance is very inexpensive. Again, if you're shipping on anything of value, and I did put it in my notes. I just want to say, I'll just say hello. I'll just say hello to Thrifting Adventure. Thank you for joining us. Again, Stephanie, I believe. My brain is like kind of frozen today. I think it's Stephanie. But anyway, yeah. So guys, there's opportunities there. You can save a lot of money. I did put it in my notes, I think. So let me just see if I have it in my notes.
You can also learn from a lot of sellers what apps and things are really going to save you a lot of time. Like,
right.
I use Photo Room. Okay, that saves me about a half hour at least on every photograph I take. And I do a lot of photography, and it's free. And it works good. It's not like the eBay one that doesn't work all that well.
Well, I use that remove.bg to take out the backgrounds of my pictures. So that works really well, and that's a free version as well. Hi, Harry. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in the chat. Yeah, there's guys. There's a lot. I'll do it, Johnny. The Cajun resellers. A lot of great resellers in the chat. Gianna's in the chat as well. Gianna, good to see you, my friend. We'll talk offline about some of the things that have been going on with my life. But Gianna has this custom jewelry, and Gianna, why don't you just share in the chat? And again, I know people can't purchase again, but I don't know if I should probably be sharing this in the chat. But Gianna has. I had some dental work done. It's extremely expensive. Gianna has some dental work done. So anyway, so I purchased a chance with Gianna. So she does custom Native American jewelry. Beautiful, beautiful things. And she had purchased, I believe it's Navajo, beautiful set. And she's auctioning. Oh, it's an auction. It's a raffle. But dental work is super expensive. So when you get my ages or Randy's age, make sure you have dental insurance. I didn't have it. I know I'm going to have it for next year because it's extremely expensive. So, yeah. So we talked about the free shipping with Amazon. What were your thoughts on offering free shipping on Amazon? Do they offer you the Amazon price?
Oh no, nowhere near it.
So when you ship, if you do fulfill by merchant and you're offering free shipping, you have to negotiate your own rate.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot better rate negotiating with someone else other than negotiating with Amazon or,
right.
Even eBay. I think eBay is pretty liberal with, some of the things they offer you as far as, when you become a top-rated seller and you're doing a certain volume, your shipping rates go down as well until there's a glitch, but we're all used to that by now. But I think overall they're pretty fair, especially for a smaller seller. For a larger seller, everything is a negotiation.
True.
Even though I'm doing very well with FedEx, I'm also negotiating now with UPS.
Right.
And, I don't ship the same things UPS that I do FedEx. But I have two different accounts with FedEx as far as with FedEx and FedEx Ground. And I still do use the post office to a very small degree. But overall, there's even more services out there. There's DHL, FedEx, and Purolator Courier has a pretty good program if you're shipping into Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, there's and again, Pirate Ship has the simple export rate into Canada. My understanding, I don't ship into Canada, but I understand you can save quite a bit of money by doing that.
So if you get a sales rep, he's going to be willing to work with you, and he's going to be willing to, maybe show you some better ways and some easier ways to do things. And you know what? Even if you're a small seller and you're going to grow your business, you need to link up with somebody else too.
It's true.
Okay, it's really important. As a coffee roaster, we all had to link up with other coffee companies because the one big thing in the coffee business are fires. okay, because coffee is extremely flammable. And if you have a fire and you can't roast coffee anymore, you better hope you have a friend who's a coffee roaster, or you're going to
You have
pay
to have contingency
out
plans. Yeah,
the
that makes
nose.
sense. Yeah.
You know, so if you have got, I mean, I worked with another guy who was up in New York, and we worked together. We bought the same machinery so that we could run the same film to make packages of coffee and share discounts. And when he got behind, he would basically email me and I would do his orders. And when I got behind, he would do my orders because, I mean, I was roasting 3 million pounds of coffee a year.
It's a lot of coffee.
Okay. Yeah. And it's a lot if you're down for a month because you had a fire. You know, it's also, I mean, there are other breakdowns that happen beyond fires. You know, maybe you have two of your main coffee roasters who got injured or got sick, and they're in the hospital, and they're going to be in there for a good 2 or 3 weeks. And so what are you going to do? Now, I knew how to roast coffee, so I didn't have as much of that problem.
Right.
But at the same time, you know what? You need backup. You know, and the other thing is, all right, I like to do certain things, but there's other things I really don't like to do. You know, I don't like to measure shirts and collars.
You don't like to suck clothes? Go figure.
No, I don't like to steam them and
Yeah, wash and
launder
steam
them.
and yep.
You know, uh, so I like to go out and buy them. You know, I like to hunt, but there are other people who like to do the things that I don't like to do. And you know what? You get a consortium of them, and you got people doing what they like to do. It makes it
that's
a whole lot
yeah. I
easier.
mean, I look at people like my friend Megan Mulwiney that loves selling jeans. You know, you've heard my thoughts on jeans, but again, she knows what's fashionable, when she's fashionable, and she posts
Sure.
lists on her Instagram, guys. So if you're a clothing seller and don't follow Megan Mulwiney, make sure you follow her on Instagram. She
You know
posts a
what?
lot of good information.
Maybe you come upon a deal of jeans, and it's a real good deal, but you're not interested in jeans. You're selling toadstools or
Right.
whatever.
Right. Toadstools? Okay.
You know, to give to your not so nice friends. Anyway, you know,
That's just that the jeans are easy to ship. That's the only thing I like about. Well, I shouldn't say the only thing. They're easy to store. I mean, I got a pair here, which these are some of the jeans that I pulled out of my inventory, but this one's kind of beat up. But I just throw them in the Walmart bread bags, and I put a location number on it. You know, B-7. I put them in the bin, and you know, like I said, I use the padded flat rate envelope. I use Pirate Ship because I get the commercial rate plus. And now Randy hooks me up with a thermal printer, so I even use less tape. Bing, bang, boom! I can ship a pair of jeans in about 3 minutes. Not ship, but package. I mean, I got to drive to the post office and ship it, but it takes me about 3 minutes to do the packaging.
yeah, and quite frankly,
But they're not selling like you. And we discussed earlier pre-chat. Eventually, you know, straight legs and boot cuts will come back, but now it's the skinny fit and the mom's jeans and distressed jeans. That's what's selling. I walk around sometimes when I go out food shopping or whatever, and I see all these distressed jeans. It's like, wow, that's really a fashion, huh?
you know, you talk about networking. If you get the right person at the post office, they can save you a lot of money. Okay. I have a post office where there's 2 people who work there. One, if, you know, if somebody brings in a package, says, oh, I don't have a label for this. Well, the one will tell me you can write right on the package, or she'll actually give you a label. But the other person at the post office will say, well, you could buy a pack over there on the rack. Well, why should I buy a pack? The post office actually offers them free.
Yeah, like they wouldn't give me priority mail tape. I said, you guys have priority mail tape. I'm going to use it for no, we can't give that to you. I've heard other resellers just going, yeah, what do you need? Give a couple rolls? Yeah, you know.
I get the person who will give it to me, but quite frankly, for some reason, they're really stingy with that priority tape.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think it's a whole lot less expensive than those little labels they give you to stick on everything.
You would think.
But it's just one of their idiosyncrasies. Plus, all those things you see on the post office website. There's about 30 different size envelopes and boxes.
Yep.
Well, they have about 45 more than that. But until you hit a certain volume, they will not sell those to you, or not sell them, but they won't give them to you.
Well, and again, I don't profess to be an expert. I mean, I've been doing this for about 3-4 years now, and this is why I like having other more experienced resellers coming in and sharing their thoughts and what works well for them. And if it works for you guys, great. If it doesn't work, that's all well and good. But we all learn from each other. And like Randy was saying, we talk about networking all the time on this channel. Network and make relationships. Wendy posted about the discounted rates that you can get if you co-op rates, and we talked about pirate ship and how I had Kelly on last week, and she talked about how inexpensive the insurance is through pirate ship, and we talked about the commercial rate, export rate that pirate ship has. And again, this is all things that I've learned from watching other resellers or other videos or networking. I've learned about these things. I didn't know. I mean, I'm trying to learn more about pirate ship. I use it for my regular shipping because I'm not a commercial rate plus with pirate ship. I'm choosing with eBay. So I'm not doing enough volume, and I don't offer free returns. So you have to have free returns, and you have to have a certain amount of volume to be that top rated plus seller. So and I'm not that, but with pirate ship, I can get commercial rate plus on package one, and it links up with your eBay store. So it imports it into their system, and then you just print it out. And now I got that fancy thermal printer that Randy hooked you up with, and I'm good to go.
Now, realize you can also negotiate better pricing with Uline.
Can you?
Oh yeah.
Well, you're buying by the pallets, though. I mean, I'm talking.
No, you don't need to buy by the pallet.
No.
And you know what? They're pretty good about it. It's not like it's a hard negotiation. You
get free shipping.
That's going to be the only thing is probably a little bit hard to negotiate with them. I mean, it's easy for me because I buy a lot and I'm less than a mile from their factory or from the warehouse, rather.
Yes, I'm not.
Okay, and I've been a long-time customer. However, they will negotiate with you on price, even when you're only buying, let's say a couple of 100 boxes.
Okay.
And they sell pretty small quantities.
Again, guys, that's good to know. I mean, see that if you're new to the channel, you just learned something valuable. I had no idea I could negotiate with Uline for pricing. And Randy and I talk, occasionally we talk about reselling quite a bit. I had no idea I could negotiate with Uline.
Yeah, and they're pretty
good
with samples. If you want to sample because you're not sure if it's going to really fit in the box that you want,
you can request samples from them.
You can request samples. They'll send you out, 2 or 3 different size
boxes to see what works best for you.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty good about it, and they're fast.
Craig, what we're doing is I'm just doing like a general reselling show. I did a little bit about some reselling news that affects us as resellers. I was trying to schedule someone for this week, and unfortunately they weren't available. I'm going to have her on next week, and should be very interesting. And we are booked. We're going to do our pre-show information, whatever. So I figured we just do a lot of other shows. Do this just a general reselling chat, and Randy was gracious enough to join me. And after I did my little news segment, we're just talking about reselling and what's affecting us as resellers in the marketplace. I talked about Amazon requesting or suggesting that all sellers offer free shipping on their site. We talked about eBay Open this year is going to be virtual. I don't know if I think I did show my bag, but I got my little. I know I showed my pillow. I don't know if I showed my eBay bag. I forget. But this is from 2018. I was there for two eBay Opens in Vegas. I miss going to Vegas, but my understanding is Vegas is really booming lately. Things are starting to open in Vegas, so I may go there in the fall or the winter of next year. And again, Pat, I did thank you. Thank you for buying me a cup of coffee. And Lisa, I believe I thanked you, Lisa, for buying me a cup of coffee. Screw the site, but I did see you bought one, and I think I thanked you. I tried to go into the Buy Me a Coffee website, and I wasn't able to print out the thank you or whatever. But again, thank you so much, guys. They talk about there's cost involved like anything else, the value of your time, and I'm trying to elevate this to the next level. Like I said, I told you guys I have a camera, and I bought a new computer to stream with, and I have equipment, different things, and I'm actually going to sell the camera I bought because I found out it's a long story, but I need to get a better camera, so I'm going to upgrade to the next model up, and I'm going to sell my camera on eBay. So that's an opportunity to sell some hard goods, and I'm going to insure it through Pirate Ship. I'm going to buy insurance on it because it's going to be $600 ish, $500 ish sale between the camera, the lens, the accessories. So I am going to insure it. I'm not going to take the chance of somebody saying they didn't get it or USPS losing it. So I'm definitely going to insure it. So and again, guys, I posted
anything over $100.
Sorry, Randy.
I'd recommend insuring anything over $100.
Yeah. And I forget the rates because I know that Kelly was very knowledgeable about that. I thought I put it in my information sheet, and I didn't. But apparently, Pirate Ship has like a flat rate. It's very inexpensive for, I think it's up to $75, and then it's so much per extra for each extra $100, so much. But it's very, very reasonable. So a lot less reasonable than buying it through USPS. So I don't know if any of you guys have experience filing claims. That's one of the things I was going to bring up. Have any of you had experiences filing claims through Pirate Ship, insurance claims, and what the results have been? The other thing I wanted to ask you guys, and again, I'm assuming most of you are probably running sales for the Memorial Day weekend. Just a reminder, it's not pressing, but if you haven't used your coupon, your second quarter coupon for eBay supplies expires at the end of June. You have another full month. But just a reminder, if you happen to need supplies and you haven't used your eBay coupon, again, you have the opportunity to use your second quarter eBay coupon for supplies. So, I just like general with the chat. How have you guys' sales been? Have they been slow? Do you think it's like the summer slowdown that started already? Do you think it's because people are buying more from Amazon? And Pat's still in the chat. I know he does quite a bit with Amazon. And my opinion, again, it's just my opinion, and from reading different chats and being active in chats and reading the different Facebook groups, that it's somewhat slow, especially for like the commodity things. Like I said, used clothing sales are kind of slow. But if you have something that's unique or replenishables, if you can find a good replenishable, things are selling well. But how have your guys' sales been in general? I'm just curious. Before I forget to say, guys, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And then if you're not subscribed and you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. So, Randy, again, you're a anomaly. You do very, very well with everything you do. So I get. Do you go through like a summer slowdown?
Yeah, last month was a real dog on eBay, but part of that was because of the issue with the post office. eBay really didn't stand behind their sellers on that. They really fell down.
Yes, they did.
And I really can't blame the people at Concierge because they really don't understand. I think one of the best things that eBay could do is to take the people and let them volunteer for some sellers to see what it's like on the other side. They
had some of the executives that were quote unquote supposedly reselling on the eBay platform, so they could experience reselling on the eBay platform. I don't know how true it was, but that's what they claimed.
Well, when you're an executive and you call up for Concierge, I'm sure you're not going to get the same treatment as our really low life people here. I mean, also you know what? You got to respect them. I mean, they're just regular people working a job. Oh, okay.
Well, that's the other thing too. I mean, customer service is a thankless job, and I try to consider that when I call customer service. But sometimes you don't get where you want to go, and I try to be firm, but I don't know what word is kind. But I always try to escalate it, and 9 times out of 10, no, you can't talk to a supervisor. It's like, Well, back in the day, that was a deal. You said, "Can I talk to a supervisor?"
Yeah, but see, they really don't understand. So that you're really not talking. You're using the same words, but you're not talking the same language.
Hmm.
I deal with people all over the world. I have a friend. He is from Colombia.
Hmm.
Okay, and even though he speaks fluent English and actually graduated with a degree in engineering from Penn State, he has to ask my wife all the time what I mean, because he really doesn't know, and we're just talking about simple things,
Right.
where if you have two people that don't speak the same language. I have a Colombian restaurant that I go to up in Edison, New Jersey.
Okay.
All right. And none of them can speak English. And I can't speak Spanish.
So that's interesting.
But I love to go there.
So what do you do? Just point at the menu?
Well, for a lot of it, but it's like you're speaking. I mean, I know a few words in Spanish, not enough to but we got to figure out how to communicate, and it's kind of funny, and it's.
I used when I used to drink, I knew cerveza.
We all have
cerveza, por favor.
We all have a good time.
Help me.
I
guess I got to learn how to say bottled water.
So it's really enjoyable, and the food there is great, and the service is excellent. But it's like we don't speak the same language, but we're still able to communicate.
Right.
And I think it's because we still have a general respect for each other.
Right.
But on the other end, you're talking to an eBay rep or even a Poshmark or Macari. They have no clue, for the simple reason you almost got to get down and talk to them like they're a third grader and get on that level to try to help them understand so they can really understand what you're doing. I'm not the guy going to the post office with 3 packages a day and say, I'm the guy that they're coming with a truck and they're scanning what eBay recommended me to have them scan, which they don't accept.
Yeah, they won't accept the scan sheet. Yep.
So don't tell me to scan it and then not accept it.
Right.
Okay. But at the same time.
And then even though it was, you're a warehouse pickup as opposed to a porch pickup, you don't get credit for the item being scanned because, like you said, sometimes it takes 10 days for the item to be scanned in.
Yeah. Yep. And
then they hold that against you. It's a demerit.
Sure. I mean, the post office, and most people here, I told you how many people, but most people wouldn't have any idea how many late packages were delivered in 3 months just from the Allentown Lehigh Valley post office.
I guess I think 1/10 of what you told me it was.
Yeah, it's 600 million packages.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have the Inspector General's report, the official report from the post office, and they still wouldn't accept it.
Yeah.
So, that's why we changed over to FedEx. And I was.
Hey guys, so again, guys, we talk about it all the time. Network, and posting in the chat, some of the resellers in the chat, or they're networking with other resellers, and maybe they can get together and you get a group rate through FedEx or UPS. UPS, Randy, offers the same type of rate. I'm assuming also some kind of group rate.
Yeah, it's different, but basically it's the same. If you lived closer and you came up to our warehouse and said, what, can I ship the 3 packages a day with your discount? I'd say, sure, go over and pack them and I'll throw them in there and you can pay me what I have to pay them. And you would be able to get my discount.
Right.
Okay. You get the same tracking.
True.
But it's just a matter of working together.
Now, when FedEx comes and when they scan each individual package when they come, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you have, I don't know, 150, 200 packages. They scan each packages individually.
Yep.
Okay.
An average day is about 300.
300 for FedEx.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what else? They buy us the totes to put them in.
There you go.
You know, they gave us a total between my sister and I of $2,000 to buy plastic totes to put
Okay.
our packages in. So there's a lot of things that they're willing to work with you on. You know, UPS is willing to print some specially printed boxes for us.
Oh, really?
So it's, you know, there's always bargains, there's always deals because they want your business.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, USPS lost $500,000 of business from you, and they don't really care.
Yeah, they really. I have 2 sales reps from the post office, and
I think somebody would say, "Hey, Randy, what's going on? You haven't been doing much shipping with us."
I haven't seen neither of them.
Guys, were any questions? Any comments you guys have about the upcoming summer slowdown? Are you running sales? Do you do the typical market up 20%, market down 20%, or market up 10%? Run a sale for 10%. I liked Randy's tip that says when he runs a sale, he puts a 2 at the end of the price. And when he does offers to watchers, he puts a 3, or I could be flipping those numbers, but so he can track it somehow, so he knows if it was a sale item, if he knows it was an offer to a watcher. What guys, your experience has been as far as your sales? Again, Sharon posted in the chat that she's doing well, but Sharon, I believe, is on about 5 different platforms. I know she does very well with Facebook Marketplace. And if you missed that video, guys, Sharon and I did an interview with Sharon about Facebook Marketplace, and I know some other resellers are doing very well with Facebook Marketplace, and they're changing the way they're doing business. And I know that Mike Flipping Goodies does a decent amount of business with Facebook Marketplace, and you can also source through Facebook Marketplace. So again, Facebook Marketplace is not your old Facebook Marketplace. They will now ship now. Facebook will handle the shipping.
Sure. And you also can get a rep from Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. I know they always want to sell me ads on Facebook, but I didn't know that you could get a rep.
They're actually pretty good at working with you and showing you, how to basically get the most for your money.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, they're pretty gentle at working you through the things you don't know about.
Now, you said you had a class with Walmart, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I think Walmart is an up and comer. They got some glitchy, weird stuff with their site, but once you get through it, it actually works fairly easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Amazon better watch out.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Walmart could close down all their Sam's Clubs and use those for distribution centers.
I heard that. I heard they made. I don't know if they would do that, but I heard that's a possibility.
And that rumor has been out there for a while.
Yes, it has been out there for a while. Yep.
And they've been pretty decent. And the other thing is they have U.S. representatives on the phone.
Okay. State-based customer support.
I'm used to dealing with people in other countries, so the accent doesn't bother me as much as other people. But there is still a communication.
There's still a language barrier, absolutely.
And it just it doesn't work. And plus the fact that these people are looking at a script. All right, that's the only answer that they can give. Because
trying to read Mike's item here, and I'm going to get a bigger screen, by the way, guys. That's my other thing. My next big purchase, I'm going to get a larger screen so I can read the chat a little better. First rider reached on Walmart is do not talk good about selling on Walmart. Okay. First rule of selling. Okay. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that means, Mike, but I know you did a show on Walmart and your different your apps and different things that you're using, and Mike's going to be doing Flipping Goodies. Going to be doing another show on GoDaddy's software, etc. So you guys aren't subscribed to that, please subscribe to Mike's channel. Let me see what Wendy has to say. Does not worry about summer slowdown. I run sales, promote items, and I do not My glasses are crazy here. I need a new prescription. My glasses too. Out of the box ideas to get it sales. I posted a video about summer slowdown tips on YouTube. Okay. So guys, you might want to check out Wendy's channel on the summer slowdown tips to do. So apparently Mike's not very happy with Walmart. So, I guess your mileage may vary.
Times when they're slow are really good times to get caught up.
True. Caught up on your cash pile?
Caught up there, caught up on going over my listings to find out what I have on there that's wrong and that I could really clean up. Since I sell the same thing virtually over and over again,
right,
selling replenishables, I'm able to go in and look at old photographs and correct them. And I also go in and look at other people's descriptions and see how much better they sound than mine, so I can copy them and put on what they
kind of
say.
Tweak area. If they're doing well, I kind of tweak your listing that's
sure
similar verbiage than what they're using. Absolutely.
You know, and yeah, you end up talking good about somebody, and all of a sudden they become really bad.
Okay, so Mike was joking. Okay, I wasn't. Went right over my head. I'm trying to read the chat with these bad prescriptions. That's another thing I got to take care of. So I get my eyes fixed.
But I just started Walmart fulfillment services.
Right, you said they had a fulfillment service.
So right. I don't know how it's going to go, so I'm not going to say anything about that.
Yeah, better not.
It could be a disaster. You know,
anything you don't know until you try, right?
That's it. You know, most people don't know that Amazon failed when they tried to copy eBay.
Right.
You know, they had an auction site, just like Yahoo had an auction site.
Right. I remember Yahoo's auction site, yeah.
In fact, I have my eBay World Tour 1995 T-shirt.
95?
Yeah.
Oh. A long time ago.
I can't wear it anymore.
Yeah, right. Okay, guys, were there any questions you had or any comments you want to put in the chat about reselling, or any questions you might have for Randy or myself? Yeah, I think about what Mike says on his channel, Living Goodies. I'm not an expert, but I'm willing to offer my opinion if I know it's a fact. And again, guys, I am going to have a guest on next Wednesday. We're working out the details. She's definitely a go. We're just going to do it like a pre-chat, plan the show, and I'll get that out. I'll get it scheduled. And guys, I have a separate section now on my YouTube shelf, so to speak, that has upcoming live streams. So if you're subscribed to the show, you will see I have upcoming live stream schedule. I usually have it up by Monday, or usually Monday I have it up, so you'll see who my guest is going to be. So any of you guys are interested in coming on the show, I'd appreciate it. Nancy had a question for you. Did you say Nancy? Oh, Randy. Oh, Randy. Oh, Mike Flippin' Goodies has a question for Randy. Okay. Go ahead, Mike. I'll post it so you can see a little bit better, Randy.
I can't see anything at all. I'm not ignoring anybody.
Okay. It says, Mike Flippin' Goodies says, how the heck do you remove an item off of Walmart that I have sold out in?
There's a little menu that you pull down where you list it, and it says, I don't know if it says retire this item or, you know what? If you want to put up my email, I'll do a screenshot of it and
okay,
and show you where it is, and you can contact me, and I'll get right back to you. Yeah, I had that issue at first. I had all these items up there.
I'm sure I spelled that right. It's Randy's his first name, last name at gmail.com. FASIG, correct?
Yeah, that way I can remember it.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, so just send Randy an email, and he'll be more than happy to help you out. Mike's good people. Mike's good people. Randy's good people, too. Some of my words get dry mouthed. Retire does not remove the items if they are not on original listing. They're not your original listing. Okay.
Yeah, but you can take yours down to 0.
Okay. Well, look, Mike, reach out to Randy. I'm sure he can help.
Yeah. You know what? Email me and I'll give you my phone number, because I'm not that good of a typer. And then, we can look at it together and see if we can figure something out. Because
that's why one of the reasons I did this guy shows to hook you guys up with other resellers and we all try to help each other out. And in a perfect world, we will help each other. Maybe something I have and you can use, or something Randy has or Mike has that I take advantage of. And again, we all have knowledge and different skill sets, and we learn from each other. So like I usually say, I learned from another show that's on YouTube. Your time is your most valuable asset. So I want to thank my friend Randy for joining me, so I wouldn't be all dry mouth talking the whole show and run out of things to talk about. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the guys in the chat for your time as well, and appreciate the people watching the replay. Let me just post Mary Deathly Deals comment here. As of today, Amazon is in the move business, having just bought MGM. Yes, I saw that they were going to buy MGM, and I heard the rumor that Disney wants to sell ESPN. So I'm sure that happens all the time in these different things. So
just remember this: if we were all plumbers, we could still go to the bathroom except at night, because there would be no electricity for us to find the toilet.
Exactly. Okay, guys, real quick, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I wanted to thank Pat Dees. Pat bought me a cup of coffee. Buy me coffee. Lisa bought me a cup of coffee. Appreciate it. Randy, you've been more than generous with me. So, guys, there is time and expenses involved. I told you guys I bought a new computer, new cameras. I'm going to have to buy a monitor. So if you're getting some value out of the show, please considering helping me out a little bit. Buy me coffee, etc. In the description of the video below. So again, I will have somebody on next Wednesday, guys. So watch. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and have all notifications turned on. I think it's going to be a good show, and she's active in the YouTube community, and she needs some help building her channel. And she's a knowledgeable reseller, so I want to have her on and share her experience and her skills, and bring something to the table to help us out, and maybe we can help her out as well. So again, guys, appreciate you all being here. So I'll see you next Wednesday.